Welcome to Coach's Corner, and on this edition of Coach's Corner, we're happy to be back in the studio, and we have Coach Larimer. We're talking about Pohai tennis and the boys' tennis team, more specifically. Coach Larimer, 2/3 of the way through the season, and the boys' tennis teams, the doubles teams showing up, and really, would you call this a building year, a learning year for Pohai tennis?
Yeah, I mean we've got upperclassmen, but that we haven't played that much. I mean, we've got probably a couple kids back from last year that played a lot of
Yeah.
varsity action. Yeah, probably three, maybe four. We take six to tournaments. We play two doubles and two singles teams, and right now I've kind of left my doubles intact from last year a little bit. So
Right.
we've got some kids that haven't played much playing singles right now. So we're taking on chin a little bit in singles just
Yeah.
by experience wise. But we've gradually got better all year long. I've been really proud of the kids, the way they come out and work and they practice hard and they go out and they play hard in the tournaments. And one thing about our crew, not only do they work hard, they're just good kids. I mean,
Yeah.
they represent Ponca City well.
Yeah, and we're
So-
going to talk more about that here in just a moment. I'm going to talk to Coach Larimer about some of the tennis team leaders. Now, next week it is a busy week for the Pohai boys tennis team and the girls, and we'll talk with Coach Williams on another segment. But Monday you're traveling to Bartlesville. Then later in the week, Edmond North. Those are both away matches. Saturday the 23rd, I want you to put that on your calendar because that'll be an opportunity for you to get out to the tennis courts and support your Pohai Wildcat tennis teams. It's a big tournament, 16 teams in total, 8 boys teams, 8 girls teams on the 23rd. That's a big deal. Before we talk about that, Bartlesville and Edmond North, what do you know about those teams?
Well, I mean, we've played Bartlesville, played them pretty close, doubles, singles. We've lost. It's one of those where we got some teams from the east side that's going to be over there. It's going to be pretty important when we get to regionals for Bartlesville. And like I said, there's when you get to seeding, there's some things that are going to be picking out regionals here pretty quick, and we want to be able to have good records against some of these people that we're going to play so we can get seeded at the tournament. It makes it easier to get to state tournaments. So
Yeah.
and then Edmond North's just loaded. I mean, it doesn't matter whether you're 6A, 5A, 4A. The top teams are all at Edmond, and that's a 16-team tournament, just boys on one day, and girls are on another day.
Wow.
And so it's a big tournament. It's a tough one, and like I said, it's who's who plays tennis at that one.
Right.
Then of course our tournament that next Saturday. I mean, we got some people coming in like from Mustang and Claremore and some other places that. I mean, they got good teams, and it'll be a good battle, and it's a fun day for us. It's Saturday. Of course, we named that tournament the Big Daddy Tournament after my dad. He coached for so long, and
Right.
so it's kind of a fun deal. We got some people that one, where me and Mike, my brother, actually coaches at Claremore, and we've got some of our people that we
Yeah.
congregate coach-wise
Right.
that come to that tournament because of Big Daddy. So
Oh, very good. Okay. The Big Daddy Tournament, again, the 23rd, Saturday the 23rd. We want you to be there to support our Wildcats. The Big Daddy Tournament right here in Ponca City. Then after that, it's on to conference time, and you want to do well there and move on into the
yeah,
postseason.
it's kind of nice that we have a conference again. First year or last year, we were in that Frontier Conference for so long, and then we had another conference in there, and wasn't. But being able to have one because we were out of one really makes it nice. It's good for the kids. Enid's probably one of the better in Choctaw in the conference, I would say, along with us. So, I mean, we should be able to do pretty well. My number one doubles team, that's Miguel Garcia and Brian Fredericks. They've done a great job all year long. They'll I mean, they're the kids that have a great opportunity to make state tournament. Then we got Thomas Burgess and Asher Scantlin playing two doubles, and they've done wonderful all year long. We missed. Actually, Asher was hurt until after spring break, so he hasn't got to play too many tournaments. But
Yeah.
he and Thomas have really turned it on a little bit. So hopefully, in that segment, we've got about 8 other kids who's going to vie for those 2 single spots. And in fact, we're having a tournament this week to find out who's going to play in those spots. But those 4 individuals, hopefully, we can get them in a good shape to make it to state tournament this year. So.
Very good. Well, big things are on the horizon for Pohai tennis, with one of the bond projects dramatically transforming the tennis complex here in Ponca City. And Coach Larimer, I know you've got to be excited about that. Do we have a kind of a timetable? And during that construction process, where will our tennis team practice?
Well, I think that we'll be okay because I don't know. Of course, we're going to get a new building, of course, down there, which is great because that one down there is ancient. And I would say that, putting that court in may be getting a little more ways, and the other ones are actually where the old splash pad is, and so it'll be south of where our courts are. So as long as we're not in their construction zone, I think we'll probably be
all right.
okay.
Yeah.
But, I don't know that for a fact. I was
right.
told that everything was going to be tried to get done in 2 years, so
Yeah.
I would like to say they're going to start as soon as we get done with Tennessee and start working.
They very well could.
But I don't know the timetable of what they're doing when. And
Yeah.
now I'm just worried about getting through the season.
Right.
Then I'll go start looking
Right.
at that page.
Where it'll be exciting, and it will be a fantastic upgrade,
Yes.
and a long time coming, and it's certainly made possible by all of those overwhelming yes votes for the bond package. So
We've
thank you
always
for voting.
had great facilities down there with those 9 courts in the city, having use of them and all that. But this just makes it. I was talking to another coach, and it puts ours on that grade of, top 5 in the state of facilities that you can go to. You can't beat the Tennis Center or LaForge Center, places like that. But those aren't school courts.
Right.
Edmond has school courts like that, but I don't know who else does.
Yeah.
So it'll be top notch, and it makes it easy to get teams in here.
Oh, sure. Team leaders. Shout outs to team leaders, the ones that are always showing up on the court.
I've got 2 seniors, Miguel Garcia and Thomas Burgess. They do a great job of getting the guys going. What's marvelous about mine, my kids want to be on the tennis court. When they show up, it's not like trying to drag them out there and, hey, we're doing this. They're already out there. They're ready to go. They're ready to hit balls.
Yeah.
So it doesn't take me 5 minutes after that bell rings that we're down there and we're about ready to start. So that's exciting. And, you have the 2 seniors leading the way. And I've got others, the juniors, and they just love playing tennis.
Yeah.
And it makes my job easy.
Yeah, for sure.
So.
Do you see them out there on the courts on their own time?
A lot of them do play.
Yeah.
They'll come out and they'll, play on the weekend or play just to be playing. And, even not in season, they'll go down and hit tennis balls. And, that's saying a lot nowadays because, a lot of kids are, out there playing their video machines and not wanting to get outside. But my kids do go down there and play. So
very good.
good.
Very good. Coach Larimer, our guest on this segment for Coach's Corner, and Coach Larimer, we wish you the best.
Well, I appreciate that,
and
Sean.
thank you for being with us on the show.
Thank you.
That is Pohai boys tennis, and coming up on another segment, we'll be talking with the girls tennis coach, Pohai, Larry Williams. That is along the way right here as Pohai tennis continues on Coach's Corner. Thanks for watching, and Wildcats, remember, hold that line.